What is up, Scorpio? How are you guys doing, man? It is time to go ahead and knock out your extended reading for June 2024. So this is just my last ditch effort to give one final swoop across the table and see if I left any breadcrumbs for June before we move on to the mid-month messages, okay? So, for those of you who would like a personal reading, down here in the description of this video is a link that'll take you straight to that page on my website where you can find everything you need to know as far as how to go about getting one. All right? Okay, let's jump into this. I'm starting these off with your love interest. This is mainly geared toward the singles. This is not the person that you have past history with. We'll get to that person momentarily. This is just for the person that lives in your head rent-free. Person on Scorpio's mind. Let's see. Anything else? Any other breadcrumbs? We can tell Scorpio. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. This is kind of starting to screw with you a little bit, isn't it? For some of you, this may be getting to the point to where this connection might be starting to like fuck with other areas of your life. Some of you may even be having trouble performing at the workplace, possibly. Maybe some of you have even started rearranging your priority list over this connection. I don't know, I just feel like it's starting to take a toll on you, starting to mess with you a little bit. All right, last shuffle. Boom, King of Swords reverse. Yeah. So both of you feel a very unusually strong connection with each other, but I'm feeling like this person's playing games, man, or at least you strongly suspect that they may be playing mind games with you, maybe gaslighting you, beating around the bush, you know. For those of you who have been intimate with this person, it may not look like they're actually taking action to take things further than that. Doesn't really look like they're actually putting forth the effort to actually make this connection something serious and genuine. Now, I know not all of you have been intimate with this person, but at least you strongly suspect that maybe that's all this person's really interested in. Some of you could be dealing with a person that has some addiction issues, possibly. Okay, could be a Capricorn for some of you, but you got some real hardcore feelings for this person. Really hardcore feelings for this person, but they're inconsistent, you know, sending you mixed signals, breadcrumbing you, stringing you along. I think, personally, we'll see for sure here in a minute, but so far it does kind of feel like this person's bullshitting you. All right? So, if you are a female interested in a male, probably wants nothing but a sex-based connection. If you're a male interested in a female, she probably just wants your money. Well, let's see the final verdict. What's this person's true intentions and feelings? What's their true feelings, energy, and intentions? Let's see. How they really feel about you. What do they really want with this connection? Oh. Let's see. Boom, boom. The Five of Swords. Man, I'm not a real big Five of Swords fan, man. It depends. This energy can be used for the greater good, but very frequently it's not. Basically, this energy means I'm going to get what I want, and I don't care what I have to do to get it. I don't care who I have to lie to, manipulate, cheat, steal from, fuck over. I don't care what kind of smoke I have to blow up your ass. Not a big fan of that energy, man. I'm really not. Fool card reversed. Judgment reverse. So yes, they do feel an unusually strong connection with you, but I think they're afraid to just jump straight into a relationship. I think the thought of that makes them kind of nervous, honestly. It's not really telling me what the hell this person wants. I don't know if they're ready to settle down right now. Yeah, this person feels like a flaky, indecisive individual that doesn't really know exactly what they want. And God damn it, I always try to steer away from this. But the past comes up every time, dude. They're very hung up on their past. They're afraid of falling in love. Last time they fell in love, they got stabbed in the back. Or at least they feel they got stabbed in the back. So they're afraid of falling in love again. So yeah, maybe, I don't know. Here's what I'm trying to figure out. Are they actively, genuinely just trying to have a sex-based connection? Or are they just afraid to take things to the next level? It's not really being all that clear here. Not really. They're afraid of being vulnerable to anybody. All right, well, let's see how this is playing out. Is this gonna end up making it to the next level? Are y'all gonna have something serious and committed? Or is this person just gonna keep on stringing you along? I guess YouTube's not gonna notify y'all, huh? Very slowly. Oh well, fuck it. All right. What's the outcome here? Six of Pentacles reversed. So this is continuing to be a very one-sided situation. And this person's continuing to play games and blow smoke up your ass. Now, I don't think this person has the balls to come forward and take things to the next level. I don't think so. But this is also telling me that you're still choosing not to completely abandon this situation. I think you want to. I think a lot of you want to abandon this. You want to let go of this. You want to move on from this. But there's a part of you that you don't know how to let go of this. So, kind of looks like it's stringing along. It also depends on how long. For those of you who have been kind of hanging on to this situation for the past couple of months, then the month of June is not going to look any different than the month of May. Some of you could possibly end up finding out about a third party. Let's get the advice here. What's the advice? Man, these extended readings. These extended readings haven't really been all that positive, have they? Oh man, this is saying you should block this person. That's what this is saying. That's not me saying that, that's the cards. That's not my advice. That's the cards that came out. I say, what's the advice? And the block communication card came out first thing. Here, there's I forget for the life of me who the hell said this, but I love this little quote where I heard somebody say, there's no such thing as mixed signals. If somebody is sending you mixed signals, they're actually sending you a very clear signal. And the signal is you're not a priority. You're not a priority. And it also reminds me of my favorite love and relationship quote, which is, if they really want you, you'll know. If they don't, you'll be confused. So, at the end of the day, Are we really going to hang on to and put our life on hold for somebody that doesn't see us as a priority? Let me meet you in the middle, okay? Now, here's my advice. That was the tarot. Here's my advice. Don't close yourself off to other options. And definitely don't. You see, there's this thing that you see so many people do nowadays where they want to chase the person that doesn't give a shit about them and tell the person that wants to treat them good to fuck off. Huh? What? You want to hang on to this person who's clearly showing you that they don't give two diddly dog shits about you, and this person that's actually trying to treat you right? You're trying to push them to the side? What? Huh? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not saying that all of you are going to do that. But anybody out there, I don't care who you are, I don't care what your sign is. If you do that, I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for you being alone and lonely. If you got somebody trying to treat you right and you're pushing them away to go chase somebody that doesn't give a fuck about you, I don't feel bad for you. Just saying. I don't care who you are, I don't care what your sign is. I don't care if you're an Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo. I don't care who you are. Don't close yourself off to other options. And especially don't close yourself off to somebody who actually does see your value, okay? All right. Okie dokie. Let's look at the current relationship. Current relationship. Those of you not experiencing problems, issues, or concerns in your current relationship, this is not for you. What's happening between Scorpio and the current person? Okay, so right out the gate, you're not abandoning this. So if you're wondering whether or not separation is happening in the month of June, I don't think so. But if you're wondering if things are improving, I don't think so. So you're losing more and more sleep as the night goes on. And with the karmic wheel and the Six of Cups both reversed, this is turning into a karmic cycle. It's just looping around in repeat. And the cycle is perpetually getting worse and worse and worse as time goes on. But you're still not abandoning this. It doesn't seem, now I don't know, we'll see for sure here in a minute, but so far it doesn't seem like this person is in love with you anymore, or at least you don't think they are. I'll see here in a minute. And communication between the two of you is absolutely terrible, and there are some serious trust issues here. I don't know who has the trust issues, but they're there. They are absolutely there. Okay. Some of you are battling with yourself in your mind over red flags. Maybe you feel like there were some red flags you ignored back in the day, and there still may be some red flags today that you don't want to see, but you're going back and forth over the red flags, you know, and it's starting to turn pretty daggum toxic. For some of you, you could be dealing with a situation in which there are some addiction issues. Drug addiction, alcoholism, whatever the case may be. It could be a Capricorn for some of you. All right. Well, let's see this person's true feelings, their true energy, and their true intentions. Let's see. How's this person really see you? How do they really feel about you? What are their thoughts, feelings, and opinions, hopes, dreams, and expectations? What's their energy look like? King of Pentacles in the reverse. So yeah, this person is a very scattered, unorganized person that has their priority list all fucked up. I don't even think they know what the hell they're doing in life, generally. Just generally. whether it has to do with the relationship or not. Just generally, this person feels very lost in life, period. So if somebody's lost in life, they're going to be lost in love too. Terrible communicator. This person is not happy at home at all. See, it's this person that don't trust you. I do think they have feelings for you though. So for those of you who don't think this person's in love with you anymore, I wouldn't say that that's accurate. I do think that they are, but they don't trust you. Why don't they trust you? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you gave them reason to not trust you or if they're just paranoid and insecure. I don't know. It's not telling me. They do kind of feel like they walk on eggshells around you a little bit. They're not happy at home. They feel very nervous and restless about this situation. But here's the thing. Like I said, generally, this person is just a generally unhappy person. Just generally. Ain't got nothing to do with you at the end of the day. Ain't got nothing to do with you. But one of the leading causes of relationship failure is that unhappy people are expecting a person or a relationship to make them happy. And it don't work like that. Let me tell you what. If relationships created happiness, I wouldn't have a job. Well, we pretty much got the outcome there in the first spread. So let's get the advice. Let's get the advice. What is the best advice? What's the best advice? This may sound kind of weird, but, and I gotta be very careful how I word this. In life, one of the most important things that you can learn is when to throw in the white towel. When there's a time and a place for everything, okay? Time and a place for everything. So one of the trickiest things to do, especially on a spiritual path, okay? Especially, but even if you're not spiritual, one of the trickiest things to do is to learn when or how to tell the difference between when you need to put forth more work and more effort towards something and when you're fighting a losing battle against the universe. That can be tricky because in this third dimensional matrix that we live in, everything that's worthwhile requires work, dedication, consistency, and effort. And sometimes it can be difficult to tell the difference between whether or not you're putting forth genuine work and effort towards something and when you're fighting against the universe. It can be tricky, but there are some key things that you can look for, okay? When you're putting forth work, energy, and effort towards something, let me put it to you like this. There's a difference between a challenge and an obstacle and a roadblock. There's a difference, okay? Challenges and obstacles are little things that will happen on your path that are a pain in the ass, but you can work your way through it. You can work your way through it. At the end of the day, the universe always got you. And even though it's a pain in the ass, things are progressively getting better. Things may not, overnight, your wishes don't necessarily come true, but you can take a look back and see that even if it's just a little bit, things are getting a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better day by day by day by day. It can be a slow, agonizing process, but things progressively get better. When you're fighting against the universe puts roadblocks in your way that make you backslide. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And you're backsliding. Your ship is sinking. That's a very good indication that you're fighting against the universe. So especially in a relationship, look, ain't no such thing as no perfect relationship. You ain't never gonna get into no relationship where there's no challenges, no obstacles, and no problems. But at what point do we draw the line and say, I've been repeating this cycle over and over and over. It's not improving, it's getting worse. It's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. At what point do you say, okay, I throw in the white towel? I throw in the white towel. That doesn't necessarily mean you gave up. There's a difference between giving up and changing paths. Big difference. Giving up means I completely abandon the path altogether and I let myself slide back down to the bottom of the mountain. That's giving up. Changing course and changing paths isn't giving up. If I'm on the wrong path, heading in the wrong direction, and I back off that path and carve out a new path, that's not giving up. You'd be surprised the blessings waiting for you on the horizon if you just take a different path. Does that make sense? I hope I worded that carefully enough so that you don't get the wrong idea. But learning when to throw in the white towel and how to identify when you're fighting against the universe, that goes across the board in all areas, aspects, and facets of life, okay? And it's tricky. It's tricky. I don't want to lead any of y'all to believe that this is some easy, developing that relationship with the universe is some easy shit that you're just going to learn overnight. No, it's tricky. But you either start trying some new things or you're going to spin in circles your whole life and make no progress. If anything, you're going to backslide and end up in a worse place than you were to begin with by the time it's all said and done. All right, y'all. Past person. Person from the past. Person from the past. Boom. Two of Pentacles reverse. The Death card reversed. Ah, man, look at that. Look at that. I was almost about to say this person's going to make a return back into your life. But then the Two of Wands came out. Because we got Five of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and the Death card reversed. This is reconciliation energy right here. But then the Two of Wands came out, which means I'm contemplating it. So the person you're dealing with, I do think is contemplating it, and I'm feeling like you are too. You still got real strong feelings for this person, but you're not letting your feelings make any stupid decisions for you. Yeah, both of you, y'all are kind of mirroring each other. You're both kind of contemplating whether or not it would be a good idea to try to breathe life into this dead rose. Some of you dealt with an Aries, could have been a fellow Scorpio, and I also have Aquarius here. There's still a grudge being held too, by the way. All right, let's see how they feel about you. How's this person feel about Scorpio? Person from the past. How's the person from the past feel about Scorpio? Universe. Okay, well, there for a little bit, I think they were waiting to hear from you. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's just been a real long time or what, but for some reason, they aren't waiting on this anymore and they're pretty much turning their back on it. I think, hang on. Hierophant reversed. Yeah, they're getting to the point to where they're about to just turn and back away from this and just forget about it altogether. Yeah, I think they're too scared. They're too scared. But nope, they have not let this go. Yes, they are still carrying the burden of this situation. But I think they're too scared to come forward and talk to you. They're holding back. And since you don't seem to be wanting to come forward, it's getting to the point to where they're just about done waiting on this and they're about to just turn and walk away altogether. They feel kind of guilty and stupid though. They feel guilty and stupid, but they haven't learned their lesson, if that makes any sense at all. It's kind of like when the alcoholic finally gets a DUI and they're sitting in jail and they swear up and down, I'll never drink and drive again. Then they get drunk and drive within a week of them getting out of jail, right? Similarly, it may have been a silly analogy, but all right, well, I think we kind of got the outcome there. Pretty much got the outcome, so let's get the advice. What's the advice? Hey. This is saying don't wait on this person. Don't put your life on hold for them. Patience. Yeah, so if you are wanting communication with this person, it's probably going to have to be you that does it. Okay? Now, this is a very tedious situation here. Very tedious. Basically, if you want reconciliation to be attempted, it's going to have to be you that does it. But, if you attempt reconciliation with this person without both of you processing through the energy that separated the two of you, whatever it was that happened between the two of you, whatever grudge that's being held, whatever, without both of you processing through this shit, it'll be a repeat cycle and come to an end all over again. If the two of you can come together and extend any apologies that you may owe, accept any apologies that may be given to you, release, let go, transmute it, work through it, right? Put it behind you the right way, then this could end up manifesting into a successful reconciliation. But it's going to take teamwork. Teamwork. There's nothing that only you can do for this connection, and there's nothing that only they can do for this connection. It's going to take both of you. So, if you want a successful reconciliation, pretty much going to have to be you that initiates it. But be patient and keep the person at an arm's distance, letting them in slowly. 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 Don't just try to jump into this, put the pedal to the metal and pick up where you left off and you'll hit a fucking brick wall if you do that. Where'd it go? I just had it. Oh, there it is. It'll absolutely hit a brick wall. It's going to take some patience. And you're going to have to let go of whatever grudge you may be holding. They're going to have to let go of whatever grudge they may be holding. Because that past energy is going to bubble back up to the surface. It's going to. It's going to. You can try to stuff it down, try as you may. It's going to creep back up and bubble back up to the surface. You can't fake energy. You can't fool the universe. You can't deceive energy. The primary law of the universe is the law of vibration. The secondary law of the universe is the law of attraction. You will attract and manifest the energy that you are holding. So it's going to have to be processed through. That can take some time and patience. If you ain't trying to do all that, you might want to hang this up. You might want to hang it up and take a healing path and release it, because this person's too damn scared to come try to talk to you. And even if you do reach out to them and try to initiate reconciliation, there's no guarantee that they're going to fucking cooperate, because they're scared. Because they scared. Okay? So take that information and do with it what you will. All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Scorpio friends needed to hear, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all once again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check down there in the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest